Hi, my name is Maria and I'm head girl. And this is Alidar, head boy. Here is Jade, an MIT student, and here is Fabio, another MIT student. Today we're going to be interviewing them.
So the first question is, how is it moving away from like your home to MIT?
Moving away from home to MIT for me, because I'm a little older, was a little easier because I was used to moving around. But I do remember the first time moving away from home, it's very difficult. It's strange. It's scary. You're not going there just for school. It's a new life experience. You're moving somewhere new and it's going to be part of your life. So
I also wanted to ask you, like when you first moved into MIT, how did they welcome you? How's the community there?
So there's orientation for first-year students, and there's another one for transfer students. But there's also, for me, I really found my community in my dorm. So I met a lot of people, both first years and upperclassmen right away. So that was a really great opportunity to make friends.
And I also want to ask a question to Fabio. What's your favorite thing in MIT?
my favorite thing at MIT is definitely some of the other students that I had the chance to, I don't want to say suffer with, but grow bonds together, because really the people at MIT is what makes it the best place, in my opinion.
Interacting with such a diverse community of people has really challenged me and pushed me out of my comfort zone. And I feel like I've learned a lot from my peers in addition to from my classes.
What did you do in your free time at MIT?
I will admit there's not a ton of free time, but one thing that's not academic that I spend a lot of time on is flute. I play the flute, so I am in the orchestra at MIT. I also play in smaller groups and prepare solo repertoire, mostly just for fun. I also enjoy spending time with friends and playing board games and stuff like that.
Definitely, there's not a lot of free time, but if you manage it well, I suppose you could find some free time. Typically for me, I try and just eat right, try and get a lot of sleep, and work out. And that's basically it, aside from homework or studying or preparing for exams.
And I also have another question. What's the best thing about being with us?
Best thing about being with the students here at Haileybury is they're definitely really smart. They're very sharp students. You all have been very nice and great. Actually, I feel like sometimes I would learn a lot from you. And it's actually been my privilege to help teach and help some of the instructors here.
What's the most surprising thing you've seen in Kazakhstan?
I really loved exploring the cities, but also seeing the nature. I visited Burabay in the north, and I also visited Almaty, and it was absolutely amazing.
What advice would you give all to my friends and the peers of like the young ones, like how to get into such a good university like MIT?
One thing I'll definitely say is if you start younger, like discovering what you like to do, what activities or hobbies you'd like to do on the side, don't feel like you're wasting your time if you find something you don't like, because you realize now that maybe it's not for you, or maybe not at this time, and maybe later in life you'll pick it up, and those experiences that you learned from those activities or hobbies will may help you later on. But usually if you find stuff to do outside of your academics, whether it be sports or music like Jade plays, it looks really good for students getting into top universities. And it doesn't have to be MIT. You know, those what you do, how hard you work, the things that you learn, and especially now younger, picking up different activities, that will make you great anywhere you go. It doesn't have to, the university doesn't have to be great exactly, but it would definitely help out those extracurricular activities and finding out what works for you and what doesn't.
Final question. What's something you most remember about having time here with us?
I think the most memorable thing about here is I'm not going to forget the hospitality in Kazakhstan. It's definitely been very special. I was very surprised by it. I knew coming here it would be cold, and I knew horse meat is good, but I didn't know too much about the culture, and now I understand why Kazakh people pride themselves on hospitality, because it's one thing I'm definitely going to miss, and one thing that definitely surprised me while being here.
I will always remember the people at Haileybury, as well as my host families. And again, like Fabio said, I'm really grateful for the hospitality Also, the food was really great.
I also want to thank Fabio and Jade for being here with us today. It was a pleasure having you, and always would be a privilege.
Pleasure was mine.
And thank you for watching the video.